And a number of Kenyans have got this disease of thinking first as a member of this tribe or this clan before they become Kenyans. And I've been trying to tell Kenyans, think first as a Kenyan before you become a member of another community. You become a Kikuyu, Luhya, Mukamba, and so on. That is when we are going to develop a country. I'm saying this because I lived in Germany. Germany was a country that was very divided. They had different kingdoms, which are basically ethnic. Bavaria, Bayern, that's where Munich is. That's a tribe. Prussians, that's where Berlin is, called Preußen. This was another kingdom. Saxony, where Leipzig is, was another kingdom. Hessen, where Frankfurt is another kingdom. Then Rhineland, where Cologne is another kingdom. Then Hansa, Hamburg, those areas. Mecklenburg, and so on and so forth. And for 33 years, one time, they were fighting against each other. It's called, in German history, 33-jähriger Bürgerkrieg. It is only a prince of Prussia called Otto von Bismarck who came out with his centurions, physically, forcefully united these different nationalities and created one united Germany and said that if you don't work hard, the English and the French are going to look down upon you like second-class Europeans. So introduce what is known as Iron Rule in Germany. Work or you're disciplined. And that is the basis of Teutonic discipline that we have today. Today you see a German telling you, look at Mercedes-Benz. Look at BMW. No Italian can make that. No Englishman can make that because of that discipline. And that is what we've been trying to tell Kenyans. Think as a Kenyan first before you think as a member of the community here and there. I'm surprised all the times when I come here and people say they fear Raila. We have all the time been working together. Jaramogi is the one who stood up in Parliament and said that Jomo Kenyatta and all those who detained with him were and are the true leaders of Kenya. He was disowned by members who came from this region in Parliament. Go and read the Hansard. But he went on and kept on saying Uhuru na Kenyatta until eventually Kenyatta was released. Kenyatta was released to Jaramogi. Jaramogi, who took Kenyatta to Gatundu, his home, he was released to Jaramogi's hand. Chukua hiyo Kenyatta yako. Deny. And Jaramogi and Kenyatta were one thing with independence. They only disagreed ideologically, not ethnically. Not because Jaramogi was a Luo or Kenyatta was a Kikuyu, no. And that is normal generally in politics. But then me, I've worked with members of this community for a long time. How we started with Kenneth Matiba, Kenya Football League, and organized soccer in this country, that Kenya became number one in the whole of this region. Kenneth Matiba. And when Kenneth Matiba was in trouble with Charles Rubia, he came to me and said, there's a problem here. These people want to arrest us. Only Jaramogi can save us. Arrange for us to meet Jaramogi. And arrange the meeting with Jaramogi, Matiba, and Rubia. And we talked there about how we can fight to change Section 2A and bring back multipartyism. And that's when we met after that meeting, we organized a Kamkunji. Matiba, Rubia, and yours truly were arrested and detained together. Where Rubia ended up being very sick, Matiba got a stroke, and so on and so forth. But we had worked together. You came out back here, you started a Ford, Kenya, Ford. Later on, they came and split it into Ford Kenya and Ford Asili. But we had to work together with those people. Fast forward again, when the opposition was divided in 1992 and lost elections, the Nyayos 34% against opposition's 66%. 97, we were not able to unite. We were defeated. 2002, when the opposition was divided again, I said Kibaki tosha, and campaigned for Kibaki when he was injured until he became president. Did I not know that Kibaki was a Kikuyu? Did I not know that Kibaki was a Kikuyu? I knew. That's what they are saying that Raila is an enemy of Kikuyus. I don't know where it comes from. We only disagreed with Kibaki when people around him decided not to implement the constitution that we had agreed on, the basis of. So people talking about ethnicity are talking cheap politics, which really is of no roots here. But today we are all escorting our brother. And, but I want us to be united as a people. Kenya is much more important than any one of us. If Kenya burns, we'll have no country. We've seen around us, Somalia, from 1991 up to today, is in turmoil. Look at South Sudan. Look at DRC. Look at Ethiopia, and some other countries around us here. It is better to have peace that we're having here and push and go and have a peaceful election than to have turmoil in this country.